Hi there, welcome to the Coin Report channel. Today we're going to talk about a new opportunity that is just starting to gain momentum. We're talking about the HBAR coin with explosive potential. What I was able to find on its price chart will make you look at cryptocurrency in a whole new way. Why is this rare pattern repeating again, and how high is it willing to lift up the coin price? Let's try to figure it out in this video. Get comfortable and here we go. Folks, first, it is worth saying a few words about the HBAR project itself, what it is, how it works, and what value it brings to its investors. In fact, this is an important detail that should help us understand a number of points that we will discuss next. But if you're already familiar with this information, you can always use the timecodes below the video. So, Hedera is a public network based on DLT distributed registry technology, designed for businesses and companies as a platform for decentralized services and applications. The project is positioning itself as a third-generation public network that will finally be able to solve many problems. But don't just take the team's words for it, you can just check for yourself how things really are. Accordingly, this raises an indeed logical question. Are there any of you who have used this technology up and down? What have you felt? In short, the project has several strengths, including high scalability, security, and energy efficiency. Also, don't forget the availability of smart contracts and low commissions when using their blockchain. Therefore, we can conclude that the Hedera blockchain is quite promising, but to my regret, the usefulness alone openly is not enough. There must be interest from big players, of course, if you want to see how the HBAR price is rising non-stop. Okay, let's look at the investors list as well. Despite the fact that the well-known Andreessen Horowitz is not here, the presence of Digital Currency Group, which is the parent Grayscale Investments Company, and IBM, one of the world's largest manufacturers and suppliers of hardware and software, inspires confidence. I will not delve even deeper into the fundamentals of this coin, that is the subject for another video. Nevertheless, let's go directly to what I found so interesting in a Hedera chart. I'm sure you will like it. In the meantime, give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. That's how I'll know that you're really interested in this topic. And we continue. All the things I said about earlier combine to create a strong foundation under the project's feet. If you still doubt that Hedera can confidently break into the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the next bull market, the pattern I found on the chart should convince you. Guys, take a look over here. In 2020, we saw strong momentum that raised the coin's price to 8 cents. Of course, then a correction followed and reaccumulation. Altogether, it took 331 days before we saw the pulse again and flew to the moon. This growth was around 1400%, and the price per coin crossed 50 cents. That's how easy it was for the holders to get 14x. But what's happening right now? Since the beginning of 2023, the coin's price rapidly strived towards 1 cent. That said, I believe retail investors should not sell at such marks. Why? What is the actual HBAR value at which to start dropping the coin? Here I want to tell you right away that no one knows exactly what the Hedera price will be after a while. But based on particular price behavior, the goal may be $1, and here's why. The first movement at the beginning of this year is nothing but the first strong momentum, which hints to us that the coin is alive and there is still a lot of volatility ahead. Next, we see the price drop to the support line, which used to be a resistance for a long time. Accordingly, the decrease was 45%. If we measure out 331 days from our local peak, we will get the start date of the momentous movement, January 9th, 2024. In short, we're unlikely to see HBAR enter the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization before the end of this year. But that's not the most interesting thing. If you noticed, during the previous reaccumulation, we never broke through the support formed after the first price pullback. So, assuming the current decline is over, we can overlay past growth pattern to today's monks. As you can see, the target is slightly below $1, and it looks realistic enough. In Wales place, there's no big reason to let retail investors fix huge profits at such an obvious level for everyone. Folks, I want to draw your attention to the fact that this prediction is not the financial advice. Please always do your own research and only then decide where to invest your money. I should also mention that this scenario is only likely to happen in a bull market, in my opinion. I don't see any significant factors for this to happen right now. Now, let's take a look at the current situation, what to expect from the price in the near future, and what dangers are seen on the horizon before we wait for sweet prices. The fact that the price fell here was quite expected. The RSI indicator earlier showed us a classic bearish divergence, which led to a 45% drop. Nevertheless, the divergence has already played itself out, and the RSI has cooled. Stretching the Fibonacci grid from the beginning of growth to its very end, we get three supports. Typically, 0.3, 0.5, and 0.6 are the levels where the price returns as a healthy increase. On the contrary, if the price goes under 0.6, it can mean that the buyers are weak and that the market or a particular asset will start to bleed out soon. In our case, it's not all that clear-cut. On the one hand, we lost this important level at some point, but on the other hand, it quickly recovered to an acceptable zone. Therefore, there is no right answer in this situation. We must continue to watch closely what is going on. I don't think such a weakness can upset the global forecast I give you in this video. There must be good reasons for all this, such as bad macroeconomic factors, Bitcoin's bottom update, and so on. Anyway, you should be prepared for a fall. Within the framework of this repeat accumulation, there is still a chance of at least a 20% decline from the current marks to a possible weakness in local growth. And that's it for today. Subscribe to the Coin Report channel. Thanks for watching. See you later.